Asthma attacks are caused by sensitivity to a variety of substances and activities called asthma triggers. Because asthma triggers vary from person to person, it's important to work with the doctor to identify which substances and activities trigger your child's asthma. This brief 8-minute asthma quick take will tell you what you need to know and do to reduce or eliminate those triggers, making your home safer for your child. At the end of this presentation, you'll find downloadable resources to help you reduce asthma triggers at home. Children spend much of their time at home, and especially in their bedrooms, where, including sleeping time, they spend 1/2 to 1/3 of each day. Therefore, it's important to keep your home, and especially your child's bedroom, as free of asthma triggers as possible. Fortunately, there are many simple things you can do to reduce or eliminate the most common triggers. Dust mites are tiny bugs, too small to be seen. They're found in every home and live in bedding, carpets and fabric-covered furniture, clothes, and stuffed toys. They can be controlled by using dust mite impermeable mattress and pillow covers on your child's bed, and by vacuuming floors, carpets, and furniture each week with a high-efficiency particulate or HEPA filter vacuum. HEPA filter vacuums trap more dust than regular vacuums. To be especially safe, vacuum when your child is not at home. Reduce dust by reducing clutter and keeping counters and other surfaces clear so they can be easily cleaned. Dust with a damp cloth or look for a microfiber cloth at the store. And wash beddings and stuffed toys in hot water each week, dry them completely, and keep the stuffed toys off of your child's bed. Mold grows on surfaces that get wet or damp from leaks, spills, showering, and moisture in the air. This includes shower curtains, bath towels, tubs, sinks, tile, and walls. Materials that absorb water, like carpeting and ceiling panels, might need to be thrown out. Small amounts of mold can be removed from hard surfaces by wiping or scrubbing it away with a mixture of water and unscented household detergent. Remove the mold gently to keep its spores from circulating through the air, and be sure to let the area dry. Do not use bleach to remove mold. It's no more effective than unscented detergent and water, and it can trigger an asthma attack. To prevent mold from returning, get rid of excess water or moisture in the air by fixing leaks and using fans or opening windows for at least 20 minutes during and after showering or cooking to allow moisture to escape. Any strong odor, even a pleasant one, can trigger an asthma attack. Common strong odors come from cleaning supplies, like bleach and scented laundry products, and other products, like pest sprays, hairsprays, deodorants, perfumes and colognes, incense, scented candles, fragrant flowers, air fresheners, and plug-ins. When you clean, it's safest to use homemade asthma-safe cleaning products made with ingredients that will not trigger your child's asthma. We provided information on how to make your own effective and inexpensive asthma-safe cleaning products at the end of this presentation. However, if you choose to use scented products, use no more than the recommended amount, don't use them when your child is at home, and air out your home before your child returns. Pests like cockroaches, mice, or rats can trigger asthma attacks when particles of skin flakes or their droppings are breathed in or touched. The best way to get rid of pests and prevent them from returning is by removing their access to food, water, and shelter. You can do this by keeping surfaces clean, fixing leaking plumbing, sealing holes and cracks along baseboards and cabinets, covering trash and throwing it out each day, and sealing food in tight containers. Pay special attention to the kitchen and bathroom. If you find evidence of pests, vacuum up their droppings and use sticky traps or tamper and child-resistant poison bait stations to capture and eliminate them. The major cause of asthma attacks from indoor pets comes from skin flakes or dander, not the hair. Also, animal saliva and pee can trigger asthma. Birds can trigger asthma as well. If you have an indoor pet, keep him or her off of fabric furniture or outdoors. Be sure to keep the pet out of your child's bedroom and other sleeping areas at all times, and always keep the door closed. Also, vacuum and dust each week to remove animal dander. Smoke from cigarettes, pipes, and cigars, and from wood-burning stoves and fireplaces can trigger asthma attacks. Don't smoke in your home or car, and ask smokers not to smoke near your child. If you do smoke, do so outside and cover your clothes with a jacket that you can remove before coming inside. Also, avoid burning wood indoors in fireplaces or wood-burning stoves. There are other asthma triggers that aren't necessarily associated with indoor activities, but are helpful to know about. Respiratory infections, like a cold or the flu, can trigger asthma attacks. To help keep your child healthy, all family members should wash their hands frequently to avoid spreading germs. Also, make sure your child gets a flu shot each year, and call the doctor if your child has an illness that affects his or her breathing. Laughing or crying very hard, anger, fear, and yelling can make your child breathe faster and trigger an asthma attack. Help your child recognize the emotions and behaviors that trigger his or her attacks. Finding ways to reduce stress at home can also be helpful. It's important to keep your heating and air conditioning system in good working order. Use HEPA filters in your ventilation system to reduce dust, pollen, and other particles, and change the filters every 3 months. Also, move any items that block air vents. If you live in an apartment, work with your landlord or manager to reduce or eliminate asthma triggers in your home. Be sure to talk with the landlord or manager about your child's asthma and any triggers they need to address in your apartment. Be sure to write down the problems and keep a copy of that document and a record of the date and time you spoke with your landlord or manager. If the problems are not corrected, this downloadable resource provides information on landlord and tenant rights and responsibilities, and actions you can take to make your home asthma safer. These are downloadable documents and resources with recommendations to help you reduce and eliminate indoor asthma triggers at home. First is a comprehensive indoor asthma trigger document that includes all of the information presented in this asthma quick take, plus additional recommendations. Once you've identified your child's asthma triggers, you can use this extensive information to reduce or eliminate those triggers at home. Second is a shorter indoor asthma trigger checklist that you can use to evaluate your home and act to make it asthma safer. Third are recipes for making inexpensive and effective asthma safer cleaning products from ingredients that are available at most stores. Last is information about tenant rights and responsibilities. It provides recommendations on how to communicate and work with landlords to reduce or eliminate asthma triggers in your home or apartment, and what to do if the landlord does not take action. You've just learned about reducing and eliminating asthma triggers in your home. Please view our other asthma quick takes to learn how to effectively reduce the impact of asthma at home or school.